Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with Delina Homvili and Paige Laverty.
Today, preparing for success, both under the water and above the surface.
An opportunity to join Lincoln's most successful athletic program, and it's open to all.
For most, the holidays are a time for celebration. For one group at Lincoln, they present an opportunity.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Hey Lincoln, I'm Delina Homvili.
And I'm Paige Laverty. This time, I won't forget to ask how your day is. So how's your day been, Delina?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm great, just happy to be anchoring with you.
Okay, besides the fact that your day is going amazing, we have some real news to cover.
Rude.
Anyways, what's something that most families all have on Thanksgiving?
Oh, I don't know. Mashed potatoes. No. Mac and cheese. Pumpkin pie.
No, Delina, it's turkey. And speaking of turkey, the holidays are a time for giving. And there are many opportunities coming up for you to give back to your communities.
One of those opportunities was the turkey trot on Thanksgiving morning.
There were over 4,500 people that participated in the event, and our Aubrey Tomsick has the story.
Here she is.
There are lots of things to be thankful for around the holidays. One of the ways to show your gratitude is supporting communities in need. And a way to do that is through participating in fundraising events like the Turkey Trot. But what exactly is it?
Turkey Trot is a family-oriented race. We have a 2.5 and a 5K. Proceeds benefit East Seals of Central and Southeast Ohio. We are a local nonprofit that serves the disability community.
We supply services and programs to early intervention kids, and then we do adult daycare. We really are unique in that we serve and support persons living with disabilities through their entire life.
In addition to supporting a super important cause, many people have found traditions they want to continue for years to come.
My dad and I did it one year randomly on a bet, and now I find it really fun, so I've kept coming back. So yeah, I kind of started off goofy, but now I love doing it.
This is actually my first one ever. I was doing it because I'm training for a half marathon, so I figured this is a good little test to see where I was at.
We just counted it up. We've run it 6 years in a row. I love it because it gets us up and moving at the beginning of a Thanksgiving day, and then we get to go eat and enjoy our family time after.
A small part of your morning makes such a huge difference for so many people. There are many ways someone can benefit from being involved in the Turkey Trot.
Something that I love about doing it is it's Thanksgiving morning, and it gives me an opportunity on Thanksgiving to be grateful that my body works the way it does and that I'm able to do it. Gets me in a good mental state for the day and just being grateful. So that's how I benefit from it.
I think it's a nice way to get your Thanksgiving day started, kind of get out with your community, and then be able to relax and feast later.
No matter your reason for running or whether you've participated yet, one thing is true.
It feels awesome. I mean, we've only had maybe 2 years that the weather was kind of cruddy, but this is beautiful, and seeing the community out for a good cause, it's invigorating, definitely.
It for sure is.
Way to go!
This is Aubrey Tomsick for Lincoln Live.
Thanks, Aubrey. Y Lead is officially back. You may have heard of the club Y Men and Women in the past years, but it's now taking on the name Y Lead, and they are ready to build a diverse community in the school. If you are a sophomore, junior, or senior looking to be involved in an empowering community at Lincoln that also uplifts their community around them, then Y Lead is the place for you. They are having their first meeting this Thursday after school. We spoke to club leader Mara Osakafer for more details.
All right, attention all sophomores to seniors. Y Lead, also known as Y Men, Y Women, is going to be back in session. Basically what Y Lead is a diversity and inclusion group that promotes diverse students to speak about topics that they don't usually maybe speak about within their classrooms. We also do things like community service. We volunteered at Mid-Ohio Food Bank. We run a lot of toy drives. We've also had networking opportunities and even had Chase Bank come and give us a talk about like financial information and stuff like that. Our first meeting is this Thursday in Mrs. Davis's room in Clark at 3:10. The meeting is just going to be about basically what we are, our plans for this year, just to meet the leaders and feel more comfortable within the environment. It's going to be at 3:10, so I hope to see you guys there.
Thanks, Mara. Hey, Delina, it looks like we have a friend with us in the studio today.
Oh, of course, our Evelyn Cahill is here, and I see that she ditched the ugly holiday sweater.
Delina, you literally forced me to wear that.
Okay, Evelyn, what news do you have for us today?
Holiday season is the perfect time to give back to those in need. Y Lead is hosting a toy drive to give back to our community in Gahanna as well as in Columbus. You can be a part of it. We spoke to Y Lead leader Brielle Jackson for more information.
You may have seen these red and green posters all around school. These are for Y Lead's Toy Drive that they are hosting this holiday season. They are accepting toy donations until December 15th. You can drop off the toys in the main gate, guidance office, Mr. King's office, or in Miss Davis's room in room C223. Make sure to participate.
Thanks, Brielle. The Underwater Robotics Club is working hard to prepare for their competition in May. Between making and finalizing an ROV, it's no easy task, and branches have to work together to design, build, and test the best ROV possible. These branches are programming and electronics, tool packages, frame, and PR and marketing. All of the branches are essential to the team's success, and each have different parts to play. We caught up with Madeline Ohl and Quinn Yost to hear a little bit more about how the team is doing so far.
In tool packages right now, I am working on testing propellers. So today we found the best propeller, and now we're going to start constructing propeller guards. And then all together we're working on just making our original ROV. That way we can have it ready and then start adding things for the different missions.
Today, most of the work I did was with bollard testing our motors. That's essentially just making sure that we know exactly what capacity our motors have. So how fast they can go, the different speeds that they can go at different voltages, as well as what propellers we would want to use in our future projects.
Starting next week, we're going to be selling candy bars to raise funds for our club. We're going to have crunch, caramel, peanut butter, and almond. So they'll be $1 each, so please buy some to support us.
Thanks, guys. Seems like that's all the news I have to share today. Back to the anchors at the news desk.
Thanks, Ms. Cahill. Tomorrow, there will be an interest meeting for anyone interested in joining the 2024 track and field team. The meeting will be in the cafeteria immediately after school, and attendees will learn more about the starting dates for girls track, standard information, and requirements for practice. Again, there will be a girls outdoor track interest meeting tomorrow after school in the cafeteria.
The school counselors are hosting 2 groups during homeroom that you can join. A group where you can use art to reduce stress, and a grief group. A link is provided in your class Google Classroom where you can fill out a form if you're interested in joining either of these groups. We talked to G through O guidance counselor, Mrs. Prinovo, for more information about these new groups. Here she is.
One of them is a grief group, which is paired with an Ohio Health grief counselor that comes in and works with our students that have lost a family member. And it doesn't have to be somebody that you lost recently. It could be somebody that you lost, when you were younger. And then the other small group we're going to be doing is a little bit different. It's utilizing art as a means to de-stress. So you do not have to be an artist in order to participate in this group.
Thank you, Mrs. Prinovo. Now that Thanksgiving break is over, our theater classes are locking in. Holiday Marathon is an annual performance written, directed, and acted by our theater students, and that it is a tradition continuing on with their new director. After working on skit ideas and scripts for the past month, they're ready to put them on stage for final performances and then the rehearsals, which is only weeks away. Students have been taking the time to write, choreograph, and memorize a variety of winter holiday-related comedy sketches. Holiday Marathon is a fun midterm for the students in the theater classes, and a fun experience for those who come down to the auditorium to watch. We talked to theater appreciation student Mysalis Kelly about what the preparations are like. Here he is.
There's a lot of parts to it, so we begin really early, and it's a extremely fun process, being able to add and kind of add more of like a spin-off to think about like holidays. Like, for example, you might add something different into Kwanzaa or Hanukkah or Christmas and add that representation and really just like have a good fun time, really, with giving more people that want to act a way to act like all these people in these theater classes, a way to maybe display themselves, then they might not if they may not pick the play or the musical black box or this, that, and the other.
Thanks, Mysalis. Speaking of theater, preparation for the spring musical, Something Rotten, is still underway. Since the start of the year, choreographer Taya has held many dance clinics to make sure those who are interested in the musical have their dancing chops up to par. If you are interested in the spring musical, these clinics are a perfect way to get involved. With more information, here's Ben Couch.
There will be a dance clinic after school today, right here in the auditorium. It'll be for the upcoming spring musical, and it's just a great way to get involved. You'll likely make some friends here, and it's a good way to get a step ahead in the audition process. It'll be a wonderful time. I hope to see you all there.
Thanks, Benji.
We'd like to take a moment to catch you up on our bowling teams.
The girls are the Thanksgiving Shootout champions after their win over the weekend.
Jordan Carruthers led Lincoln and finished second overall. Lacey Holden was the next top bowler for Gahanna.
Meanwhile, the boys finished third at the shootout. Braden Anderson and Will Gray led the Lions.
Then, yesterday, the guys knocked off Dublin Kaufman in a dual match.
Max Stith bowled 285 and EJ Banks shot 235, making them the top scorers of the night.
Well, that's all the news we have for you today, Lincoln. But wait, Delina, were you an orchestra kid?
Yep, I just didn't have the talent with the bass to keep going. Luckily, our school's orchestra is amazingly talented.
Our chamber orchestra had their fall concert combined with the 8th grade orchestras from middle schools East, West, and South.
They played Taylor Swift's Shake It Off for their combined piece. Here are some of their great performances.
We'll see you again on Thursday, Lincoln. Bye.